A single drop of water falls onto your cracked lips in a scorching desert, offering hope. Yet, as you chase the promise of relief, the oasis shimmers and retreats, always just out of reach. You're parched, driven by the promise of water. But as you take a step forward, the oasis shifts further away. No matter how much you push, how fast you run, it remains a mirage on the horizon, always just out of reach. This isn't just a tale of survival. It's a reflection of our pursuit of success, wealth, and recognition. Each accolade or dollar earned feels momentarily satisfying, yet somehow insufficient, a fleeting quench to an insatiable thirst. Isn't it curious how the more we achieve, the further the finish line seems to drift? Seneca pondered this very dilemma centuries before the rat race consumed our lives. He understood that chasing the mirage leaves us endlessly stranded, questioning, is it ever enough? What if he held the key to stepping off this relentless treadmill, to finding fulfillment not in the endless pursuit, but within ourselves? Seneca observed a paradox that underpins the human condition. The more we acquire, the more hollow our victories seem. We live in a world where material success is celebrated as the ultimate achievement, yet beneath the glittering surface lies an unsettling question. Why does reaching our goals often leave us feeling emptier than before? This paradox torments us, binding us to a cycle of perpetual dissatisfaction. It's the dilemma of striving endlessly, only to find that each rung of the ladder leads to yet another. In the next few minutes, we will unravel the wisdom Seneca shared, a wisdom that promises to illuminate a path out of this cycle. We'll explore his insights on sufficiency and contentment, insights that offer a profound alternative to the ceaseless chase. What if the secret is not in gathering more, but in redefining what enough truly means? We'll delve into how Seneca's teachings can help us transform our insatiable desires into a source of genuine fulfillment. As we journey through his philosophy, you'll be challenged to reconsider your own ambitions and ask yourself, is it ever enough? Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, held an understanding that cuts through our frantic pursuits like a blade. He argued that the problem isn't about having too little, but about desiring too much. The paradox we face is rooted not in scarcity, but in perception. Imagine standing on the edge of an ocean, believing you need to drink it dry to quench your thirst. Seneca invites us to realize that the need isn't in the endless waters before us, but in the cup we choose to fill. He asks us to confront a simple yet profound question. If the pursuit of more never leads to satisfaction, then maybe the fault lies not in what we lack, but in how we measure fulfillment. Seneca's insight is a revelation in disguise. It suggests that mastery over desire, not accumulation of wealth, is the key to liberation. He challenges us to redefine enough by turning inward to the wealth of our own minds. The riches we chase might already lie within, waiting to be realized. Again, we must ask ourselves, is it ever enough? Imagine you are standing at the edge of a vast, tranquil pond. The surface is still, a mirror reflecting the sky above. You hold a simple wooden bowl in your hands, lightweight yet sturdy. You dip it into the water, watching as it fills to the brim. The pond seems limitless, but your bowl is not. It can only hold so much before it spills over back into the pond. Now consider this. The pond is the world, teeming with endless possibilities, wealth, success, recognition. But the bowl is your capacity to hold happiness and fulfillment. No matter how many times you submerge the bowl, it can only carry what it's designed to hold. Pouring more into it will not make it hold more. It will merely overflow and return to the pond. Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." In this, he reveals a profound truth. Our quest for more is like trying to scoop the entire pond with a single bowl. The problem isn't with the pond or the abundance around us. It's with how much we think we need to be full, to be content. This visual metaphor invites us to consider how we might adjust our expectations. Instead of striving to enlarge the bowl endlessly, what if we learn to relish the water it already holds? To savor each drop as it glides down our throats, quenching our thirst, fulfilling our needs. We must ask ourselves again, is it ever enough? Perhaps the solution lies not in expanding our capacity, but in appreciating what we already possess. The contentment we seek might not be out there, but within us, waiting quietly to be acknowledged. Seneca invites us to consider another pivotal question. What are we actually thirsting for? Beyond the surface of wealth and acclaim, what deeper longing do these pursuits represent? We chase money as a means to security, fame as a conduit to validation, and success as a gateway to self-worth. But do these external markers genuinely fulfill the deeper voids they promise to fill? Again, we must pause and ask, is it ever enough? Consider the parable of the sated traveler, who embarks on a journey through barren lands with a single precious flask of water. Along the way, every drip is savored, every sip a lifeline. But as the traveler continues, they find themselves obsessing over larger flasks, yearning for the weight of reassurance in their hands. What began as a quest for survival morphs into an insatiable pursuit, driven less by need and more by fear of future thirst. Seneca might argue that the true misstep is not in desiring, but in misunderstanding the essence of our desires. He teaches us that unchecked ambition often leads to emptiness, not because the goals themselves are unworthy, but because they distract us from the fulfillment already accessible. Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power, Seneca reminds us, urging us to reclaim authority over our desires rather than allowing them to dictate our worth. Could it be that our ceaseless chase is merely a distraction from facing our internal landscapes? Perhaps the treasures we seek externally are reflections of what is missing within. The cycle of never feeling enough, the treadmill trap, is broken not by acquisition, but by introspection. By questioning the roots of our desires, we recognize that true abundance comes from internal harmony, not external accumulation. And so we circle back to the haunting refrain, is it ever enough? The answer might lie in what we choose to see when we look within. In today's world, you are bombarded from every direction. Advertisements, social media, the endless scroll of curated perfection. It's easy to feel caught in the gears of a machine that measures your worth by what you own, where you've been, or who you know. But consider this. What if the real measure of your life was how aligned you are with your own values, the depth of your inner peace? Seneca's wisdom beckons you to resist the seduction of more, to recognize that enough is a decision, not a destination. Start small. Carve out a moment each day to sit in stillness and ask yourself, what truly nourishes my spirit? This isn't about denial or asceticism. It's about consciously choosing what serves your sanity. Try this practice today. Take 5 minutes to write down 3 things you genuinely value. Not things you think you should value, but those that resonate deeply within. Then, examine how you are prioritizing these values in your daily life. Are you living in alignment with them, Or are they overshadowed by the clamor of external demands? This simple exercise can reveal where your energy is being misallocated and help you recalibrate. By focusing on what truly matters to you, you begin to untangle from the never enough trap and create room for authentic fulfillment. Remember, your life is not a race to be won, but a journey to be experienced. The haunting refrain echoes, "Is it ever enough?" The answer resides not in the excesses of the outside world, but in the quiet contentment found within. In the quiet aftermath of reflection, a clarity emerges. The paradox of the never enough trap is that it feeds off our insatiable desire for more while distracting us from the abundance we already possess. Seneca, with the wisdom of centuries, offers a radical reframe. True wealth is not measured by accumulation, but by appreciation. The more we focus on wanting, the more elusive contentment becomes. But when we learn to appreciate what we already have, we step off the treadmill and find peace in stillness. To escape this trap, consider the depth of gratitude. Every morning, Seneca suggested we remind ourselves of the transient nature of life. He posited that by acknowledging the impermanence of everything around us, we could learn to cherish it deeply. In doing so, the frantic pursuit of more begins to lose its grip. Each moment savored becomes a treasure, each small joy a victory, and suddenly, the question changes. Is it ever enough? The answer is found not in the restless quest, but in the recognition of what is. It is enough when you say it is, when you choose to see the richness already present in your life. This is the secret Seneca whispers across time, a secret that turns the endless race into a meaningful journey, filled with enoughness at every step. The treadmill powers down, and you stand still, realizing that perhaps for the first time, it truly is enough. In the quiet moments of solitude, where the world's noise fades and only the heartbeat remains, you find the truth Seneca lived by. The treasure is not in what awaits at the finish line, but in the footprints you leave behind on the sands of time. Each step, each breath, carries its own sufficiency, its own silent proclamation. It is enough. Seneca's wisdom echoes, urging you to pause, to listen, and to understand that your life's worth is not measured by accumulation, but by the depth of presence and gratitude you cultivate. The secret he offers is simple yet profound. Embrace the now, and you will find that you are already rich beyond measure. For more Stoic insights to navigate life's complexities, subscribe to the Stoic Code. New wisdom every day. Short texto natila. 1 card, 1 2 card, 2 3 card, 3 term and calm. Full video on the channel plus #Stoicism.